We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina!
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella!
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream. From way up.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And she had Charlotte's number there.
Oh, what a boot.
Superstar setting up.
Oh, and that attack might have clouded Becky's vision.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Oh, her eyes are on the prize now. Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb.
Trying to reach championship, trying to win.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
She's in place. Can she end this here?
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
That certainly seems to be having trouble up there.
This is so tense.
The WWE Universe is waiting with bated breath. Time is your enemy here. I just don't know if there's enough of it to get it down.
Up on the ladder and throwing hands.
This could end badly.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Well, Carmella is certainly being tested now. Placing the ladder right in the middle of the ring.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Victory is within reach now.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands.
Becky is reaching.
Can she unhook it and closer to reclaiming her championship?
Just fingertips away now.
And the boat struggling a bit to stay afloat there.
Yeah, as Charlotte was clearly asserting her dominance.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied.
Discus clothesline.
Oh boy, I think the crowd knows what's coming. Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh my! Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte. The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied. This could be lights out real soon.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. Sent straight to the post. Just vicious. Now clearing the announce desk. This isn't going to end well. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match. Lock it in, the Dragon Sleeper!
Oh my gosh, but if she taps out here, showing the world just how much fight she's got left.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Mudhole stomping.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Look at this, going right after the left arm.
Gotta hurt. Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Basically forcing your opponent to fight one-handed.
Just caught flush.
And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Oh man, meeting the barricade.
Back into the ring here. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly. She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty... Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh my! Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
And undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women...
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
She's heading out of the ring. Counts are not a factor for her.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Gotta hurt.
The arm might snap here.
Desperately trying to find a way out, and she does.
A strong right forearm.
Contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Trouble might be coming our way.
Quick, Saxton, get under the table to protect yourself.
Good idea. Oh, getting knocked around by the ladder.
Swanton. Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it.
Can't waste any time now. Gotta get it off that hook. And driving them down.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win?
Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She's got to feel her opponent staring daggers at her here.
Oh, inverted backbreaker.
Ow! She's starting to feel the effects of that offense.
Natalya with natty by nature.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied. It's got to be a matter of seconds before
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Unloading!
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Victory is literally within her reach here.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here. Charlotte with a limited window here.
Hands on the briefcase.
Have to finish the job now. You have to get it totally unhooked.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry. She's almost there.
Could it be Natalya's night here at Money in the Bank?
Getting your hands on the prize isn't enough. You got to yank this opportunity down. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
Jeez, can we ignore this? Talk about a superiority complex.
This is just knowing your self-worth, Saxton.
He's back in the ring now. The damage is really piling up now.
She's really taking a beating tonight. I don't think she's got much left.
And that holds Becky back.
Big form.
Charlotte is really feeling the pain that's been dealt out so far.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind. Nice suplex.
Charlotte with the spear.
I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle. Quick thinking from Tamina. Natalya sent flying to the outside. Into a reverse DDT. Great move.
Shot block.
Into the ring again now.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh my! Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for
The code of silence.
This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing, and she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Tamina, she's thinking big.
from the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Tamina wipes out an opponent, but can she seize the opportunity and grab the briefcase? Tamina gets out of harm's way.
Big boot. Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick?
The noise surging through this arena is ridiculous.
It's the echoes of the universe witnessing a war.
Targeting the leg. Uh-oh.
This is not going to be good. This could be it.
And she's working her way up the ladder.
Flair delivering the chop. She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave her well. Forearm to the face. Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
And retaliates with a counter. And there's a good blow to the body.
Becky looks lost out there. It could be the end for her soon.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
Trying to fight out of this submission.
She's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
And Tamina pushed into a weakened state now.
Carmella is clawing deep in her arsenal to try and end things.
Set hard into the corner.
This battle's found its way right to our doorstep.
Flat out power into the scoop slam.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
It's going to take some time, but you got to just keep going.
Here we go. This is hers for the taking.
About to finish the job.
Come on, now is the time. Seize the moment. It's almost down. My hands will be shaking.
Good thing you brought your gloves, dummy. This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity on the match.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
To the sky. Big splash.
And Charlotte there getting in some more late offense.
Natalya.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection. Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing a ladder after that.
And Natalya getting it taken to her in a major way.
Yeah, Becky has to be contemplating how to end things here.
What a forearm shiver. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Here we go. Ladder set up in the middle of the ring.
Perfectly positioned. Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Full focus on obtaining the prize.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Tamina has it.
Fingertips away from winning the contract. That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
This has to feel so validating for Tamina. She came in tonight with her family in mind, and they must be proud of her now.
Tamina has a legacy to live up to, and becoming the first ever Ms. Money in the Bank only honors the rich family name.